Hello. Now, I don't often review anything new on the David Bowie memorabilia market, but I thought this deserved its own 4 or 5 minutes because this is pretty special. It's Bowie, Stardust, Rayguns and Moonage Daydreams by Michael Allred, Steve Horton and Laura Allred, and the foreword is by Neil Gaiman. So this book has just been released and I'm talking to you here in January 2020, and it does come in a couple of different covers. This is the Spiders from Mars cover, and I think this was exclusive actually to some comic style shops. There is another cover with just Bowie on the cover, but I prefer this cover. My only slight criticism is that image of Bowie on the face there, I think perhaps could be more of a resemblance of him than there is in there. But that is my only criticism of this book. So I'm just going to show you a few pages because I don't want to spoil it for everybody, but I do want to give you just sort of a taste of it really. And there is the foreword by Neil Gaiman. If we can sparkle, he may land tonight. It's quite interesting actually because it says, just give you a brief overview of how he got into Bowie and how he met the Allreds and all that sort of thing. It is good. And I'm going to show you a couple of pages from this book. Now it's all done in a cartoon style, as you probably will have gathered. And this page I thought was brilliant because what they've done in here is they've reproduced some of the most famous and iconic David Bowie music covers in existence. The Melody Maker cover, of course, where David Bowie admits he's a bit bisexual and always has been. Very, very iconic cover and beautifully reproduced. I thought that was really, really clever. And there's reproductions of other covers in here as well, Cream magazine and others. And it shows Bowie through the ages as well. But this book mostly covers Bowie from the early 60s right through to the Aladdin Sane period. So it concentrates on that period, the rise of David Bowie. And the Aladdin Sane stuff, the imagery is amazing. Look at that, fantastic art. Very skillful. Some of these are very well-known images, of course, and brilliantly done. The other thing I can tell you is that the paper quality is very good, and the book's very stylish. It feels solid. It feels a quality item. Let's put it that way. You can see some of these are very, very famous images of Bowie, and it tells the story of David Bowie and how he got where he got. And at the end, there's 2 pages of what was to come. And actually, when you see what was to come after Aladdin Sane, it's quite incredibly remarkable, really. I mean, when you look at all this of what's to come, I mean, most artists can't get close to this. You think about Aladdin Sane was 1973, and Bowie continued recording, apart from one break, as we know, but he continues recording right up to 2016. And really, all this stuff that he did after Aladdin Sane was amazing. I mean, Diamond Dogs, which is my favourite album, is incredible. Saturday Night Live, with those costumes and that performance he put in of the 3 songs on Saturday Night Live, incredible. And frankly, even Little Drummer Boy Peace on Earth was pretty special. And then he was on the Bolan Show, of course. And we've got Blue Jean, Ashes to Ashes, of course, Glass Spider Tour, lots and lots of stuff. And there's one more page there of the later Bowie. So we've got Labyrinth, we've got where he meets Iman, of course, and we've got all the later stuff with Heathen and Hours and Reality, and of course we move into the Next Day album. So brilliantly done. And I take my hat off to all those who were involved in producing this glorious thing. So, and then we've got Black Star. It ends with, obviously, Black Star. So it's quite a thick book. There you go. And it's worth buying. So if you're a fan of David Bowie and you want something just a little bit different, interesting, takes a while to read it as well, so it's good value. You know, you can sit down and read it for a while, and you can read it through a few times and still actually look in awe at the imagery because it is pretty fantastic. So Michael, Steve, Laura, You've done a great job. And thank you very much from Bowie fans across the world.